Eat what you want, drink what you want, do whatever you want. This is the paradise that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prepared for you. Whatever you want, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will present it for you. You want to drink something, all you have to do is wish. You want to eat something, all you have to do is wish, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will present it for you. Because this is the promise that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made for us. He has asked us that in this life, you live your life according to the way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to live. According to the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as He has asked us to live. You do this, and in the end, on the day of judgment, in paradise, the paradise is there for you. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فِي جَنَّةٍ عَالِيَةٍ قُطُوفُهَا دَانِيَةٌ كُلُوا وَاشْرَبُوا هَنِيًّا بِمَا أَسْلَفْتُمْ فِي الْأَيَّامِ الْخَالِيَةِ. And now comes the brothers and sisters, now comes the description of the people. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ فَيَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ. And for the ones to whom the book will be given in the left hand, brothers and sisters. And this is what we want to avoid. This is what we want to avoid. This is what we're working for, in begging and pleading in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that on the day of judgment, our book of deeds is given to us in the right hand. And this is what we're striving for. This is what the month of Ramadan presents as an opportunity for us to do so many good deeds by reading the Quran, by offering voluntary prayers, by doing the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that it may outweigh and erase all the smaller sins that we commit. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ فَيَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ. He will say, for the ones whom the book will be given in the left hand, he will know right away that this is a bad sign. Something bad is about to happen to him. Something terrible is about to happen to him, because he's been given in his left hand. And we know that in this world, we know as Muslims that the right hand is used to do good deeds, and the left hand is used to do the bad deeds. وَأَمَّا مَنْ أُوتِيَ كِتَابَهُ بِشِمَالِهِ فَيَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ. He will say, يَا لَيْتَنِي, oh how I wish that this book was not given to me. How I wish that my deeds were not exposed. How I wish that my deeds were not exposed in front of everyone to see what I have done in this world. What I have done in this world. يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ وَلَمْ أَدْرِ مَا حِسَابِيَهْ يَا لَيْتَهَا كَانَتِ الْقَاضِيَةَ. I do not want to know what I do not want these deeds to come out in the open. Because I know what I have done in this world. I know what my deeds are. I know what I have done, whether it was out in the open in front of everyone, or whether it was hidden, whether it was secret. We have done something when we thought that we have gotten away with, when we thought that no one is looking, when we thought that no one is aware of this. But know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is there. He has the knowledge of this. He knows what you're doing. He knows what you're doing in the secret, and He knows what you're doing out in the open. Ya laytani lam uta kitabi walam adri ma hisabiya ya laytaha kanat alqadiya. And he will say that how I wish that I was not raised from the dead, because he will be raised. Everyone will be raised from the dead. Everyone will be raised from the graves on the day of judgment. He will say, because look at this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that this person who thought he was on top of the world, who thought the world is not going to come to an end, who thought that no one can stop him, the thing that he hated the most in this world will be the most beloved thing to him on that day. And what is that? What is that thing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says? He will say that when I had died in this world, I wish that would have been the end of that would have been my end. Because when he was living in this world, the thing he hated the most was to die, was for everything to come to an end. But on that day, the thing that he hated the most will become the most beloved to him. He will say that when I died, that was the end, and I liked it. But now here I am, standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Here I am, my deeds being exposed, my deeds being presented in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَيَقُولُ يَا لَيْتَنِي لَمْ أُوتَ كِتَابِيَهْ وَلَمْ أَدْرِ مَا حِسَابِيَهْ يَا لَيْتَهَا كَانَتِ الْقَاضِيَةَ مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَهْ هَلَكَ عَنِّي سُلْطَانِيَهْ. Look at these two things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions here. مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَهْ هَلَكَ عَنِّي سُلْطَانِيَهْ. These two things, brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions them here for a reason. He will say that this wealth that I had gathered in this world, this wealth that I had gathered in this world, which I thought that I would be able to do anything that I wanted to because I was so mighty, that I was so rich, that I was wealthy. مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَهْ. He himself will say that this wealth that I had gathered in this world is not helping me at all now. Is not helping me at all now. مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَهْ هَلَكَ عَنِّي سُلْطَانِيَهْ. And the power that I had in this world, the power that I had in this world helping me now as well. Look at these two things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions here. Are the two things, brothers and sisters, that distracts the insan, and gives him this false sense of security, this false sense that he is invincible, that he can do whatever he wants. What is it? Wealth and power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions these two things here by name. مَا أَغْنَى عَنِّي مَالِيَ هَلَكَ عَنِّي سُلْطَانِي خُذُوهُ فَغُلُّوهُ ثُمَّ الْجَحِيمَ سَلُّوهُ ثُمَّ فِي سِلْسِلَةٍ ضَرْعُهَا سَبْعُونَ ذِرَاعًا فَاسْلُكُوهُ. And now the punishment comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now the command comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the angels. خُذُوهُ فَغُلُّوهُ ثُمَّ الْجَحِيمَ سَلُّوهُ. Take him, drag him away, and throw him in the hellfire. And not just drag him away. خُذُوهُ فَغُلُّوهُ ثُمَّ الْجَحِيمَ سَلُّوهُ ثُمَّ فِي سِلْسِلَةٍ ضَرْعُهَا سَبْعُونَ ذِرَاعًا فَاسْلُكُوهُ. Tie him with what? سَبْعُونَ ذِرَاعًا. سِلْسِلَةٍ ضَرْعُهَا سَبْعُونَ ذِرَاعًا فَاسْلُكُوهُ. Silsila, brothers and sisters, is the chain. سَبْعُونَ ذِرَاعًا. 70 cubic feet. And each cubit is 1 arm length. 70 cubic feet, brothers and sisters, he will be tied. And we find in the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how is it that he is going to be tied? يَدْخُلُونَ مِنْ حَلَقِهِ وَيَخْرُجُونَ مِنْ دُبُرِ. That it will be inserted through his throat. The chain will be inserted through his throat, and it will come out from his backside. 70 cubic feet, brothers and sisters, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. And the punishment has not even started yet. He is not even thrown into Jahannam. Allah subhanahu wa